Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Spaceblock. We got a little bit of a problem here. This last machine is not running, and I think it's because this machine is not running. And I think it's because this machine is not running as much as it probably should. The problem is we have our dedicated wire maker down here, but it's getting backed up. It can't place its stuff out on the belt, which gives these three priority to put stuff out on the belt. Or this one and this one priority. So these can always spit out, but they're the ones that should be going to the green circuits instead. Let's see if we can modify this a bit. If we take you down here, take that down there, and then you feed into there, and you feed into there. Okay, that gives you two machines, and then we'll want to move this up there. But you can't spin out then. Do we need the two inserters? One should be fine. Inserter capacity 2. That should keep up. So that makes it where this machine may back up and this machine may back up. Let's split the load in between those two. But we have our dedicated one down here that is dedicated. So, yeah, no, I think that works a lot better. That'll get more green circuits out on the line. That gets this machine going again. And I think eventually that'll get that machine going again. Once that one stops being so greedy. All right, all that's looking good. I did go through and redo some of the power poles down here. It was a little bit crazy. Only need one medium power pole to cover, well, I guess 6 machines basically. So that fit out a lot better. It used a lot less power poles, and all this seems to be working okay. Oil is backed up way far. Yeah, I mean, I see that it probably, yeah, I mean. So this requires 125, but it buffers 250 in here, right? Which is why I was thinking, you know, once there's 100 oil in here, there is 250, 500, 750 oil backed up in here before that ever gets to 100, which is why I was thinking the low number. But somebody pointed out that pumps just have a super high priority, and that's what it kind of looked like, that the oil coming through would actually go out the pump before it came down in here. Either way, it's super backed up right now. We should be in very good shape. I was trying to optimize numbers. Oh yeah, now look at this. We're backing up on green circuits. Okay, and that machine's going. Fantastic. All right, so purple science time. Let's come over here. We're going to grab some landfill. Very good. I want to come over here and grab some machines and things. We will roll the intro, and I will see you very shortly. So next up on the list is purple science. We should be able to make all of those. A couple of interesting things about purple science. One, we are going to need a ton of iron. Basically 2.7 yellow belts, which is probably about I guess like 270 machines making it. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of space. Let's just kind of space this out based on these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is how many spaces we were leaving. We're going to need 1, 2, 3 columns of iron being made. We're going to need a column of, let's see, I put that right there. One full column of copper being made. We're going to need a column for coal, as well as a new guy, a column for stone. And yeah, so this one's going to be a little bit wider. Let's see. Let's build a little bridge here. Actually, we should be able to walk across that. Should we just place it down? All right, so that is the minimum size that this thing needs to be, at least wide and tall. We'll figure that out as we go along, but I figure if we make it, like, big initially, we'll be able to fill it out. There, that seems like a pretty good place to start. Okay, so we're gonna need, first off, 7 machines that are making the purple science. Let's see, I did that up and down. Let's do this one left and right and see if we can fit that in an up-down fashion. Let's start. Another startup one here. Are you there? Maybe just lay these out and see what they need. Now you have 3 inputs coming in. You have productivity modules, you have electric furnaces, and you have rail. Do we have any direct insert possibilities here? Not cleanly. So we'll run those in with belts. Let's just see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. All right, so that'll do that. I was just kind of theorying in my head some setups there. Where do we want to go with science now? Those all require purples. Let's grab the inserter capacity. Let's grab the research speed. Robotics. That'd be good. Let's see, we'll need the modules. At least I think we need the modules. Do we need the modules? We need the speed module too. Yeah, we need the speed modules. Is that all we need? Do we not need... Okay, we need the productivity modules as well. But we don't need the efficiency modules. Good. Okay, so we need purple science. Purple science needs railroad track, electric furnaces, and productivity modules. Let's see, I think we need 5 productivity modules. Those right there. And those have one input and one output. Technically, they have two inputs, but that can be shared on a belt. I believe that works. I believe it does. And then we have electric furnaces. We're going to need 2 of those machines. And I think that has 3 inputs and 1 output, if I'm not mistaken. Steel, bricks, and red circuits. And what's our last item? Our last item is railroad track. And you need steel, sticks, and stone. And that is a 3 to 2-ish ratio. So I think we could do kind of like with green circuits. Well, reverse green circuits. And feed you guys in like that. That should produce a half a belt, I believe. Or at least it needs to produce a half a belt. And we'll have an input coming in up here. And we'll need a line of steel and stone coming down off of the side. So you'll need an extra line coming in. This isn't where any of this stuff goes. I'm just kind of laying it out to kind of visualize the setups. All right. I think that works. Let's see. We're going to need... Where do we want to go next? Intermediate products. We need green circuits. We need red circuits. I think those are going to be our biggies. We need 20 of those. 20 red circuit makers. 20 red circuit makers require 3.4 green circuit makers. If I take that down to 10, that gives me 1.7. How many do we have in this setup here? 9. But this should be able to support 10, no problem. So if we steal this idea... we might be able to double it somehow. Yeah, we kept that belt. All that setup works. This is plastic coming in to right there. And iron coming down like that. So I'm wondering if we can just sort of mirror this. If we brought in iron in the middle and you guys both took off iron off of that belt, I'm not sure that this is going to work. But then we had plastic on the inside of that belt, and you guys were sending out there. You guys were sending out there. And then we had this being the exact same. And you guys spitting out there. And the same little weave belt pattern coming and feeding in like that. So this would be iron coming in. And then we would have a belt coming in of plastic that is split and goes that way. Well, we'll have to figure out the way that goes later, and then that would be an iron line coming in. But we need plastic on the inside of this belt, and the top of that belt, and the bottom of that belt, right? And on the outsides of both of those, and then that spits out into there. Kind of got a big footprint, but I believe it should work. And anything else sort of in the middle? We will need an additional green circuit maker for the modules. How many green circuits do we need making modules? If we take off the red circuits, we just need one. So yeah, somewhere. It would be nice if we could just sneak an extra one in there. It'll be off. It'll be off on its own somewhere. I think those are going to be all of the big ones. Then we'll have our refining setup. Of course, we need to be making pretty much exactly the same as we were making down here. It's just we're going to be scaling it up a little bit. We actually need 2.5 machines making plastic. And we don't need the sulfur. So it's actually condensed down a little bit. I'm kind of looking at this and wondering if I'd rather do that up and down. That's going to be spitting out red circuits to that side, and you're going to need the greens. You don't need any of that. Let's get you out of the way. I think it would make sense for you two guys to share an output belt. What if we lined you two up together? And yeah, you guys share the same output belt. You will have a belt feeding you circuits. And steel and stone bricks for you. 5 seconds, lots of stuff. Probably want to make those fast. Well, you'll need it coming on both sides. All right, keeping that together, that means that line can feed one of those, and that kind of nestles you guys off in this nice little corner. So that this line can come down. And you guys need, like, crazy amounts of railroad track, right? Yeah, like 30. So let's put you on the top. So yeah, you can feed in that with just long-handed inserters. Right, and purple science comes out there. So that means we need to make that rail. Okay, so if you guys sent out to that belt, took that down there, and ran that there. Like, do I like this configuration? I don't think it matters. I think that was fine the way it was. All right, and we'd have to make that a line of steel and stone coming in, just raw stone. Okay, and where does that leave this giant monstrosity up here? I mean, it would fit here. And that leaves us some open space over here for maybe making refining things. We would have to go a little spaghetti on the red circuits because this belt needs to make its way here and up there. But that ain't that's not terrible spaghetti there. I place all these. I just kind of want to get the idea what that looks like. We got that nice big open space. Is that all the products that we need? We've got the rail, we've got the sticks, we've got the wire. We need an additional green circuit maker. But as far as the products, I mean, we need plastic. That's all the petroleum stuff. But other than that, I think we're golden there. We currently have 2 refineries. We need 3 refineries plus the refineries we need to do the oil. Let's see, that would be 3,076. 3,077 divided by 600 would equal 5.12. So that would be 6. 79 refineries is what we're going to need to supply the oil. It's weird watching that thing. It's like it'll be like backed up on everything and then just backed up on red. Here we've got a backup of got a backup here on our landfill maker. Let's just go ahead and fill some of that in. All right. Refineries, how many did I say? 6, 7, 8, 9? We can make 2. That'll give us 4. And then 5 will give us 9. Let's see. Chemical plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those we need. That's it? That's it. Then a tank. And a pump. And pipes and things. And let's see, smelting wise, we currently have 20 steel furnaces. We are going to need much more than that. Over hundreds of them. Let's just go ahead and grab that right there and let that buffer back up. Lights, I actually think we have plenty of lights. We should have power poles, assembly machines. We're going to need more assembly machines, that's for sure. How many ever assembly machines we have, we're going to need more. And yeah, pipe. We are done researching with that. That's almost finished. Let's knock that out. Mining speed and crafting speed. Let's get the utility science pack, the yellow science pack, so we can do that. Oh, we got robots. Actually, don't know that we're going to be doing a lot with robots. Is there anything... let's see, before robots, let's get the movement speed, let's get the inventory size, and let's get the reach. And then those are all purple. That requires yellow. All right, I think that's where I want to leave that for now. All right, let's take a look at this after a little bit of a break and see what we're looking at here. This ain't bad. This isn't bad at all. I think I would like to try to sneak an extra line of iron and get like another, well, I mean, we can do that green circuit maker anywhere, really. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see where everything comes in at. All right, so we know we're going to need that many plastic makers. And you guys need to feed your plastic up into that guy right there. So it almost makes sense to make you sort of up there and do our refining stuff down here. And it's all going to feed into you. Six refineries making oil. 3 refineries actually refining. A chemical plant. 2 chemical plants cracking light oil, 1 cracking heavy oil. We make a petroleum line that feeds those guys, and that is all set. And we still have space down here. We still have tons of space. Smelting's going to be huge as well. All right, well, that gives us a little bit of an idea. I think what I want to do is maybe expand this up just a hair and then get to looking at how many furnaces and things like that we're going to need in order to get all this stuff smelted. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.